Hello, welcome to your Certified Mama's Boy podcast, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate everybody checking out the show. This is just a show about life. That's it. It's literally that easy. All right, let's get started. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Annie.
I'm thinking about hiring an Etsy witch because I want to. I need some changes in my life. Yeah, I don't know.
What,
I'm
pray
going.
tell, is that?
I'm going down this weird rabbit hole, y'all. And I'm thinking about doing it. And I want y'all to tell me if I'm being too crazy because I'm thinking about hiring an Etsy witch to
Okay,
change
you're
my
being
life.
too crazy.
Is it crazy?
I
Do you
don't even
believe in
know what
this?
it is,
All right, so I went down
but
this
I
weird
know
rabbit
it's
hole.
crazy.
But you know how you go down these weird these weird TikTok rabbit holes? Well, I usually watch TikTok before I take a nap, and on Friday I flipped it on, and you know how, like, if you like one thing, it'll really start to mess with you. Well, somebody was saying that they hired an Etsy witch, and that's literally a witch off of Etsy. And I was like, "Wait, what? Like, there's no way that's like a thing." Yeah, like an actual witch, like someone that does witchcraft, but off of Etsy, like, where you would get like your wedding invitations. So I started like kind of poking around, and like everybody kept talking about this one particular witch that apparently does her spells and does them off of Etsy. And I was like, all right, this sounds like a little cuckoo. So I started to like poke around, like see what it's about. And like, yeah, like, there are all these people in the comments that started saying like this one particular person. And then like video after video after video started popping up, and like people started talking about this one particular witch that either helped them with their love life, their career life, um, anything they're having issues with, where they would literally hire this woman to cast a spell for them, and within a couple of days, this all whatever they were asking for would come true because
No.
this woman had cast a spell for them. Now, I
No.
can't say a lot right
No.
now publicly, but professionally, there's some things going on, right? And there are and I almost, like, don't wanna tell you guys what is happening professionally right now because I
You
almost I almost
can't.
I can't say what's happening professionally, period, right now,
Even if you wanted to.
right? But it's not even that. It's like so I have these professional goals that I have, and I feel like professionally I've been stuck. And I think you guys know, like, I have pretty big aspirations for this radio show just in general, right? And I feel like we've kind of been on this, I don't know, like it's kind of just been stagnant for a second. Like the show is growing, it's been doing really well, and that's great. But after I saw it, I know this sounds like cuckoo radio bit, right? And I promise you it's not. I was like, what if I hired an Etsy witch to cast the spells? It's like $25. It's only $25. It's like not a terrible amount of money to cast a professional spell, and I almost really wanna tell you, like, which one it is because I don't want everybody to go go book this woman. Um, but I'll actually let me pull up her website, and I'm gonna read you kinda like what she, because she has a whole website and everything. Now this is like this is a legit woman, and what,
Now, how do you know she's legit?
well, I mean, I'm just telling you, I just saw TikTok after TikTok of people that said, like, that they had, like, the same experience, and people in the comments and, like, all these different, now again, like,
So if it's on TikTok, it must be true?
well, I mean, I don't it doesn't have to be true, but, I mean, I don't
Mm.
have any other witch recommendations right now other than unfortunately, I don't know anybody else that ever uses witchcraft. Do you have any other witchcraft recommendations, Mom? Because I don't
Ah.
have any.
Can't say that I do, but
Unfortunately, I don't know.
I'm not really searching for them either.
I don't know anybody else in the witching business right now, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't. So let me pull this up because I actually sent this to a friend and she said no, absolutely not. But um, let me pull this up. So she I'm gonna read you what she does. She's okay. So this is what the website reads. It says, "Imagine a life filled with clarity, confidence, and the energy to attract everything you desire through the power of compassion, spell casting, and insightful tarot reading. I help manifest love, success, and inner peace, unlocking the path, new paths, and fresh possibilities. Trusted by thousands worldwide and featured in BuzzFeed." Mm?
Whoa.
So, all right. So I click on spell casting. I would do was it the wealth and abundance one? I think it was wealth and abundance. Yeah, wealth and abundance. Yeah. So wealth and abundance one. Invite wealth into your world. Uh, Potent spells to invite prosperity, career success, and the flow of fortune into your life. All right. So click on that. And then I would click on a career growth success spell. Okay, so this is what you get. Let me break this down for you. Okay, you get photo proof that she actually did cast a spell for you. Okay, you get
What would
one.
that look like?
That I don't know. You get one free recast. So apparently, if the spell doesn't work, she'll recast the spell for you. There's 90-day free support. I guess you can call the witch hotline.
Okay, it's been 31 days.
There's a custom
And
affirmation.
my $1 million has not shown up. What do I do now?
There's a full casting report, okay, which I don't know what that is, and there's delivery within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. Okay, so this is this is the price. This is what you get. Okay, so there's the VIP package. Now, if you get the VIP, this is real. Well, I'll go backwards. There's a standard package that's $23, which y'all know I'm gonna do the standard package. We can stop here. Y'all know I'm not gonna do this. The standard package, you get it within 48 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take a little bit longer to get my cast, but it's okay. We got time. I get photo proof, and I get one free recast.
What do you get? What's a photo proof? Her
I
looking
really
at a
don't know.
magic ball?
I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I have no idea. So it's $23 if I want to get my. But I guess now there's a premium package. I can get that for $43. Right? If I give this witch a $20 tip, apparently I can go even higher, and that's when I'll get the custom affirmation and the casting report. If I wanted to go for 43, now there's also the VIP package. Okay, now if I want to get the VIP witch casting, that's $134. And with that, I'll get it within 12 hours. Okay,
and
so
she'll come to your house.
Yeah, I'll get some real. I mean, I'll get some real crazy fast witchery there. I get a VIP casting report with that one too. I get priority support with that, and I get one enforce cast with that one. I mean, like, we laugh about this, but I mean, like, people that say I go get Reiki too, also probably I'm like, listen to that shit and they're like, whatever. What do you think? Do you think? Let me actually wait. Hang on. I'm going to read you the description of just this spell specifically before you give me your opinion, okay? And then we're going to decide should I get an Etsy witch to help me with this. If you're ready to move forward in your career, but you feel blocked, overlooked, or stuck in place, the Career Growth Success Spell is designed to support you in stepping into a more successful, visible, and aligned career professional path. The ritual focuses on attracting new opportunities, promotions, interviews, offers, and clients or projects. It increases your visibility so that the right people finally see and appreciate your value, clearing energetic blocks around your confidence, your worth, and being chosen. Rather than, quote, fixing everything overnight, this spell works with the ethical white magic to support real-world shifts, being noticed, being remembered, being selected, and feeling confident to step into bigger roles. It also helps your energy with ambition, self-belief, and progress, so you take bold, practical steps to have the universe meet you halfway. So, all right, Etsy Witch, $23. What? How do we feel about that? And again, and just to kind of sum it up, y'all, my contract's coming up in September, right? Got big goals, big aspirations for this radio show. And big, and there's some things going on behind this. Like we said, there's things going on. There's things going on behind the scenes that we can't talk about yet. Um, should I get an Etsy witch? Should I hire an Etsy witch? And I know it sounds crazy, but yo, I was literally going down a rabbit hole with this. Mom, should I hire an Etsy witch to?
Look what Marcy says.
Oh, sorry, I'm not reading any of the chats. What's up, everybody? We do the show live, by the way, too. If you want to ever be a part of our Mama's Boy Live, what's up, Marcy? Hi, everybody. Tina, what's up? Hey, everybody. How we doing? Sue, hi. What's up? Marcy, no. Marcy doesn't like it. Marcy doesn't like this.
I say no, no, no.
I mean, there's just so many people that were saying they really had success with this, and I was
I
like,
don't do TikTok, but it just sounds like the biggest scam. You're always on to me about scams. If I told you I was going to do that, you would say, "Mom."
I just think it sounds interesting. But how is this any different than like going to a Reiki person? You know what I mean? I mean, that doesn't sound any cuckooer
totally
than
different.
Okay, how about this? How about let me show you this.
Reiki's not.
No, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open TikTok and I'm gonna type in Etsy witch. I just want you guys to listen to how convincing these people are. This is literally just, this is what I was watching. I was like, damn, maybe I need to hire an Etsy witch because like these people really like changed their life. Okay, hang on. Okay, obviously I didn't plan this out too well.
Etsy witch. And I posted this video. Quite a few of you have seen it. I hear you. The girlies are commenting about wanting the link to the Etsy witch. I'm a girl's girl. I will not gatekeep. Okay, you and I are friends. I don't want anyone to think I'm going to be one of these girlies that like gatekeeps or doesn't say anything. No, every word that's going to come out of my mouth is going to be true. I will never talk about any product that I don't like, and I will always share. Okay, so this is what she's on TikTok. But for some reason, Instagram won't let me share a comment with the photo. So this is her TikTok, and
that's not a good one.
I do fear that this might be the moment that I come clean about my Etsy witch usage. I have hired an Etsy witch 4 times.
4 times
since July, and all 4 times it's worked. Now listen, I want to make it abundantly clear. I possess critical thinking skills, okay? But I love a little witchcraft. I love a little dabbling in the woo-woo fine arts. Okay, so for the first time that I hired an Etsy witch, it was my 30th birthday, and I really didn't want it to rain because we rented a yacht. And so I hired one for good weather, and that worked. And it was supposed to rain the day that we were going out on this boat, and it ended up not raining. The second time, and I will say that this one I find
witches
to be the most
control the
reputable.
weather.
The other two I kind of used for random, or used random ones, but this one gal specifically, if you want her info, let me know. I did do a fertility spell with her, and I did get pregnant literally the next month. I went back to her and I did a gender specific spell. Baby girl, I wanted a girl, and I am not ashamed. And that also worked. And then lastly, I did one that was for like a career shift or like a new career opportunity. And that also worked because I got into this cohort in December and have been in it since. And yeah. Anyway, I felt that it was time for me to admit to my Etsy witch usage because I'm probably about to hire another one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just stuff like that over and over and over again because they've used their Etsy witches with great success. Yeah, it's $23. And I think what we could do is, and again, I can't really tell you guys everything up front of like what I'm trying to like get done. But I think what I could do is tell you on the back end of like, hey, or maybe what I could do is like write it down. Of like, hey, here's what I'm telling the Etsy witch. All right. And if this comes true, then you have to admit that like Etsy witches are real. And then if it doesn't come true, then like it's just a bunch of malarkey. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. And you think about it, and like if I sound crazy, I mean, no one in the chat likes it, but I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about it because I don't kind of running out of
Well, it's just me and
career.
Marcy on the chat that don't like it. No one
Yeah,
else is commenting.
kind of running out of opportunities right
Mhm.
now. My mom found out something about me last week, and she finds this to be weird, and I don't really know if it's weird or not. And we can kind of chat about this. I mean, I guess it is kind of weird, but it's the way I've always run my life. And it freaks her out. And what is that, Mom?
You don't keep a calendar.
No,
You
I
don't
don't.
have an electronic calendar. You don't have a paper calendar.
Mm-mm.
You keep all of your dates and appointments in your head.
Yes,
Why?
100% of my every
Why?
date that I need to know is in my head. All of my
Why?
times of everything is in my head. And I don't how did this even come up last week? I don't even remember.
Because I was talking to Margot and I said, well, look at your calendar for this particular date. Of course, we're on our phones. She said, oh, let me go get my calendar. And I said, what do you mean get your calendar? You have your phone in your hand.
Oh,
And she
right.
said, oh, no, I don't use an iPhone calendar.
Oh,
I still use a paper calendar. I said, what?
yeah, that's right.
A
And
paper calendar?
Nelly threw you
And I
off.
was telling you how bizarre that is. That anyone uses a paper calendar. But now it's really crazy if you don't use a calendar of any type. Never heard of it.
Yeah, my mom really got thrown off by that. I don't use any type of a calendar. I never have. Ever since life. Ever. I've never once in my life. I'm 43. And I literally keep all of my dates and all my appointments in my head always. All my
No wonder your
meetings,
brain's on overload.
all
Good
my meetings are in
Lord.
my head. I don't, yeah, I don't. I've always been able to remember every last thing. Now, I tell my mom this. I do it with about a 90% success rate. Now, it doesn't work all the time. It's not a foolproof system. Like a calendar would probably be a way more beneficial system to have. But I don't know why I don't use a calendar. I don't know why I wouldn't just write it down somewhere. It doesn't make any sense to be honest with you. But um I don't know. I for some reason that seems so daunting to me. It seems so daunting. And you know what's even funny is like I'll fake using a calendar. I'll even fake it. I'll tell people like,
Okay, I've got it on my calendar.
yeah, like I'll like
Which
fake
means it's
typing it
just in your head.
in my phone because or I'll like fake checking it because I know it like freaks people out. Knowing that like
Oh, yeah, I'm good that day.
yeah, I probably I'll do
And you're
that.
looking at TikTok.
Like nothing. I'll be looking at Etsy witches on TikTok. Um, I I don't even know why I do that even, but like
Oh,
for example, like
my.
I'm trying to think like maybe 2 weeks ago, like my therapist is like, "Hey, are you available on this date?" And I wasn't quite sure because again, I have to like kind of takes me a second to even like figure out what's happening on that week and stuff. Because sometimes I have to go like week by week and I kind of catch up sometimes. But I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll like look at my phone, act like I'm looking at my calendar, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. Knowing that maybe I'll have to go back and like change it later. I don't know, I don't know what that is. There's probably something going on with me. There's some type of probably mental condition for that where I probably just write it down. Yes. Well, I'm talking about even professionally. Professionally,
I
I do not keep
know.
account. I can always, like, keep all my meetings. I can just remember it's like, okay, oh, yeah, like, next Tuesday, I've got a meeting at, like, 11. Um,
No
and again,
way.
do I miss some meetings? I do. I'll miss them. I'll miss them. I'll
Uh-oh.
straight up will I miss an appointment? Yeah, I will. Um, but I would say within 90% accuracy, I'm able to just not not miss things. So the idea of for 10% more, you're telling me I've got to constantly go in there and like write stuff down all the time doesn't seem worth it. It doesn't seem worth my time. It doesn't seem worth my time to
Hmm.
have to like sit there with like some I feel like I'm like chained to a calendar then. I feel like I'm chained to like having to do all that extra work just to like for 10% more accuracy. Like,
It's so
no.
much work to remember it.
No.
Like you would never do the thing where they say, if you think of something in the middle of the night, keep a notepad by your bed and write it down so you don't
No.
have to think about it again.
No.
No.
No. No, no, no. No, all that's
You
that's just
just
too
rather
much.
keep this all in your head.
All of
That's
this
why
is
you have anxiety.
well, this y'all work too hard, man. Like
No, we're
I think
keeping
too,
up.
like we don't. It shocks a lot of shows. Like when a lot of shows come to like either learn from us. I'm talking about radio shows now. We don't keep a show schedule. Um, because it's all in my head. Like the whole show schedule's in my head, and uh, and and with pretty good accuracy to it, it freaks Jess out because, for example, she can probably ask me. She can be, hey, what day and time do we talk about kittens on parade? And I can be like, that was last Thursday at 8:25. I can just recall it pretty quick. Um, so I don't feel a need to put the extra effort in to write it down.
But
Again,
what about Jess?
she just kind of is along for the ride. Knowing that like I'm not gonna do it well,
Uh-huh.
she'll be along for the ride.
She just rolls with it.
Yeah, she's just
Huh?
down. I mean, Jess is a really good reactor to things, and so
Yeah.
she rarely kind of knows what's coming up. Charlotte is pretty well organized, and so she's pretty good at keeping the show. Like for example, when we have callers and guests, and that's the one issue that we do have is when we have to like line people up. And that's why I always have
Uh-huh.
to have a producer because I just can't be like, hey, like you gotta be ready for this day. We have to be well prepared for that. But I mean, for me, easy peasy. Now, how does that coexist with someone else? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
How
I don't know how
many
this
of
life.
you out there do not keep a calendar of any sort?
Well, that's what my mom was trying to figure out. She's like, "Do you think you're the only person that does that?" I'm like, "I don't know."
I've never heard of anyone that does
Yeah.
not keep a calendar.
Marcy said that she keeps an old fashioned calendar. I mean, I know a lot of people that keep an old fashioned
Oh,
calendar. It's not
yes.
common. It's not common anymore.
Yeah.
That's Marcy. That seems stressful though, because
That's you and Margot, Marcy.
yeah, like that seems then you really are chained to like the thing. Like at least with your phone, you can take it with you, but like you gotta be like, wait, I have to like go home and check my calendar. Like, no, that sounds like a that sounds like an unhealthy relationship. You gotta like, I don't know, I gotta go check in my
I'll
calendar
bet
before I can
that's
commit to
just her
that.
work calendar. And she
Yeah,
leaves her work at work.
do you do it? Yeah, is that also like your personal life too, or do you have to like do it the other
Oh,
way
no,
too?
she says it's
Oh, it's
small. She
small.
carries
Oh,
it
so you
with
can carry
her.
it with you.
That's what
Yeah,
Joel
that's a
used
lot
to
of
do.
work.
He had a little pocket calendar, and he carried it everywhere.
Yeah, that just seems, I don't know, man. I probably honestly, I probably do add more stress on my brain, but I can't. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I'd be curious if you keep no calendar. I've never thought about it because that's how I've always done it, and like
I've never known anyone.
it is a bit stressful. But also like when it comes to like doctor's appointments and stuff, there's so many things too that like you'll get reminders of are coming up, and so then like if I do have to shift, then I can just shift things around. Also, you have to keep in mind my life is pretty well regimented, and it's only me. So, for example, like my day is pretty. I may have meetings but I have like meeting blocks, and so I'm like I plan for most of my meetings between like 10 and noon, right, or in the afternoon between like 3 and 5. I know I've got Mama's Boy between 3 and 5 on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'm like, okay, I can't book anything then, but I can do them Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's like, and sometimes I'll double book. Sometimes I'll miss things. I'm like, damn, like, yeah. And honestly, I should keep a calendar. I really should. In hindsight, this is probably a terrible way to live life. It is, but it's also why I can't ever like everything that I have is on direct deposit and stuff. Like, you ever asked me to like pay my own mortgage and stuff? If I had to like have a check to my landlord by like the first, I'd be in so much trouble. Like my
No,
last
you'd be evicted within
I
3
I mean,
months.
my last
You
condo, they wanted a
would.
paper check, and I mean, I can't tell you how many
Good for
times
that.
that was taken down there on, like, the 7th, the 9th, the
And it
15th.
was due on the 5th.
Yeah, I was like, if it's not automated, man, we're in a bunch of trouble, it's true.
Well,
All
that's
right.
the other thing. Who uses checks anymore? I mean,
Well, that's a whole different topic. All right, we
yeah.
gotta move forward here.
Okay.
Certified fans, thanks a lot for checking out the show today. Appreciate it. All of our certified fans, man. It is clearly the summer months. Today was our first full summer show on the radio show, and it felt I swear every summer I say we're taking the whole summer off. It just doesn't feel like we even need to come in. I mean, it's like a ghost town. I mean, it literally feels like a ghost town, especially the first couple of weeks of summer and the last couple of weeks of summer. Everyone's on vacation too, and it's like, why did we show up? Like, why are we even here right now? Like, we could have put a best of show in and like just not even and slept in this morning.
For 2
So
months.
yeah, literally. So, especially the podcast fan, man, we appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate everybody checking out the show and supporting the show. You know, these summer months, I always articulate are very tricky because of the schedule. You know, they're very hard to because everyone's schedule's so screwy. You know, and so it's unpredictable. And so your monthly contributions, your consistent monthly contributions are just so appreciated. It takes a lot of stress off of us. I forgot to, speaking of stress, I forgot how stressful All Paul's Home is. I was telling my mom when I hopped on today, I was like, I forgot how stressful All Paul's Home is. We kicked off All Paul's Home this morning too, and way more stressful than last year. I hate when things become successful because we not only is it like a massive success last year, right? And the problem is when things become successful, then they just become way bigger, right? Like,
Mhm.
so this year
More, more, more.
we had the Girl Scouts jumped in last year and like gave a few dollars to like support the project, which is great. And but this year we have like 10 sponsors on it, right? Because it was such a big success and now everybody wants to be a part of it. And but that's adds a lot of pressure. Also, Barks was closed for like 2 weeks because they had a parvo outbreak.
Mhm.
And that's in case you guys are listening all over the country and all over the world, but that's our animal shelter here, and we do this big adoption drive, and um, so they were closed for like 2 weeks because they had a parvo outbreak. So they had to make sure that they wasn't spreading throughout all the other animals, and so they were really strapped, man. So now we're coming out of it, and it's like they're already stressed about adoptions. And so they're kind of looking at us like, hey, this is going to be like our first big adoption thing that we've done post that event. So we really need like we haven't been able to really do adoption things at all. And like now we're overcrowded and we're gonna be able to do this year, right? And I'm like, I
Mm.
mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was like lightning in a bottle last year or what. I mean, it was I don't know. A lot of stress. It's just like I'm hoping this year we can pull it off because we need to. Just a lot of different elements about all Paul's this year that is just like
And that
chaotic.
goes on the whole week, right?
Oh no, this goes on for I
2
got like
weeks.
three more weeks on this.
Oh, it's
It's
3
it's July the
weeks?
11th.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a long time to go on this.
oh,
So, yeah, anyway, if you're in Baltimore, and
ooh.
you wanna adopt a pet, even fostering is really important for this project. Yeah, we've ways to go. We've been working behind the scenes with Bark before the parvo thing even happened. They wanted to bring it back, and we were like, "Yeah, totally." And but then the parvo thing happened. They were like, "Oh shit," and we were like, "Oh shit," and now it's just yeah. Anyway, certified fans. A little stress, just a little summer stress. That's all. Just a little summer stress. No big deal. Just a little summer stress. What would summer be without a little stress in your life, right? So, yeah, if you want to support the
Mm.
show, you guys know what to do, right? Just keep supporting. It's $6 a month. Hopefully, it's nothing to you guys. For us, it means the world because it pays these bills, keeps the podcast going. So thank you for that. When you support the show, you get our Thursday show, which is more Mama's Boy. So you get a whole different episode, and that episode is a private show, so you get to talk a little more shit on that side. And Nancy Yancey, she loves talking shit.
You know I do.
So
Yeah,
a lot of
this is my bright side over here.
yeah, it's way different over there. It's dark. It's weird over there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So go listen to that. But anyway, yeah, it starts at $6. You can go up to there's a $10 level too, which gets you ad free and a few extra perks. So Go in the show notes and click on Become a Certified Fan now and just know that the Crames loves you for that. Also, you can adopt the episode, and by the time this episode gets released, that's going to be available. It's not right now, but it will be by the time it's available. And just, July dates will be up, and you can just select a day. And when you adopt an episode, that episode's yours. And we shout you out in the show. We put your name in the show notes, and you can adopt for whatever reason you want to. It can be, a lot of people do it for birthdays recently, but it can be just because you love the show. It can be in honor of somebody. It can be in remembrance of somebody. It can be because you're on summer break. It can be, I don't know, 4th of July. I don't know, whatever your reason is. We don't have to give you a reason. You make up your own reason. Today, though, and by the way, before I forget, you can always just go, because a lot of people say, wait, how do I adopt a show? You just go in the show notes too. Everything's in the show notes typically. You just go in the show notes of this podcast or certifiedmamasboy.com. Everything can be done there as well. Click on adopt a show or adopt an episode, and it's over there. Okay. Amy PR. 2 last names, 2 initials, Amy PR, over in Johns Creek, which was not a thing when I was a kid. What was Johns Creek? What was Johns Creek when we were younger? Was that just Duluth?
I think so, yeah.
It's just Duluth. Yeah. We just had Duluth back in the day. Then Johns Creek came along, and it was like fancy. We were like, wait, what? And they were like, well, yeah, it's still Duluth, but we're just trying to charge more for these houses now. So we're going to call this Johns Creek. So Amy, what's up? So, Amy adopted today's show. She said, your favorite mom of 4 kids, wife, pet nanny, and foster cat once again. Yeah, that's a zoo. She said, I came here to shout out my son. She said, you can pronounce this one easily, I promise. Grant, thank you. Man, and it's not, listen, I don't want to butcher anyone's name. It's just the worst. When you say someone's name wrong, oh my God, it's just the worst. So just know, you know what? Phonetically spell everyone's name, even if it's Grant. Because I would hate for anybody to know it's Grante. I'm like, God damn it. Like,
or Grant.
Yeah, like, that's clearly Grante. I'd be like, oh.
How old is he, does she say?
Grant's 22. 22.
Ooh, Amy.
22. Yeah, how about that? 22.
Oh, he's a big
She got
boy.
22-year-old. She said, Grant is my second kid out of 4. Grant is trying to figure out life. He's working hard. He's going to school. In his spare time, he's also, he and his friend create video games. Oh, dang. The Secrets We Grow. How about that? And that's going to be available on Steam soon.
Oh.
Said, sorry for the shameless plug. And that's okay. It's all right. You get that plug in there. The Secrets We Grow. How about that? That's cool that kids can create video games. We didn't have that option back in the day. Things that kids can do. You know what I mean? Dan and I talk about that all the time. If we had like TikTok back in the day, man, like we probably would have been TikTok stars back in the day. Now look at us. Look at us. Washed up middle-aged men. We could have been TikTok stars. Look at us. Anyway, happy birthday to Grant. Grante. Yo, Grant, we see you, my guy. Happy birthday to you. I know there's nothing more you want on your birthday than Nancy Yancey to sing you the birthday song. It's almost like when they come and they sing at the restaurant. You didn't ask for this, but you're getting it either way. So, all right, Mom, let's give it to him.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, dear Grant. Woo!
All right. There you go. If you have anything that you would like to celebrate or, whatever, we just need to pay these bills. I don't care. We'll do anything for money. It's better than reading commercials. Honestly, it's way more fun. I'd rather shout you guys out than read commercials.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely.
I want you though. I mean, it's fine. I can go back to reading commercials if y'all want me to, but it just sucked after a while. It was so stressful. So I prefer not to, but if you want to, we can go back to talking about, whatever.
And it's so fun to learn about people. I love it so much.
College and gummies or whatever else we have to hawk on this podcast.
Oh, God.
For very little money. It was stressful. All right. It's Pride Month. And happy Pride, everybody, by the way. Um, we were talking, I don't remember if it was on Certified Mama's Boy or More Mama's Boy, that last weekend was Father's Day, and buying stuff for Jimmy Mack is hard because he doesn't really do a lot, honestly. He just likes TV and that's it. And like I know we like made this bit about Jimmy Mack reviews the news, but like honestly, that's the only bit we can do with him because honestly, that's like really all he does, right? I mean, he does that. He walks to the mailbox. What does he do? He rides
He
his bike
chats
every
with
now
his
and then,
friends.
talks with his friends.
He
He
rides his
goes,
e-bike
he
some.
does his ride his bike. He'll go to lunch with
He
his
goes
friends. But
PT.
yeah, gets his haircut.
Gets
Should
his
have bought him a
haircut.
haircut. Yeah. So it's like it's kind of like it's limited options like what he really likes to do, but really like, watching TV is what he loves to do. And so like we can only buy the guy so many TVs. There's only so many TVs you can buy a guy in a lifetime.
Please, we have
So
one in every room.
we came up with this. Well, actually, I'll give Dramaggie the credit on this. I'm surprised of all the people that came up with this. It was Dramaggie, and the reason I say that is because she, because I'm the content person, right? But Maggie was like, well, what if we did a bunch of questions about dad and made this video and we put them together and we just kind of shared just our favorite, like some of our favorite dad moments. I'm like, that's cute, like not really know how it was going to turn out. And so we did. Maggie sent us a whole list of questions. Maybe there's like 20 questions to choose from. She's like, pick 4 or 5, and you just send them to me, and I'll edit them together. Which I'm not sure why she was the one editing them together, when I'm the one that.
She has so much free time,
I know. Why didn't
especially.
I do it? I don't know why I didn't do it. I
I
mean,
wondered the same thing.
I could have put it together in like 30 seconds, but
Uh-huh.
anyway, I'm sure it probably took her all night to figure that out too. And I just didn't think about it till hindsight. I was like, why didn't I do that anyway? So Maggie put together this video, and it was it was 20 minutes first off, very long. And I was like, why was it so long? And I forgot that like my sister and my brother are not, what's the word? They're not storytellers, right? They're not like my answers were all very like concise. They were all, because I wanted to keep it tight, right? It was like, okay, y'all, like I come from the world of like tight content, like 30 seconds to like a minute.
Mhm.
And then like all of a sudden they would get in there and be like, hey guys, it's me. All right, I'm going to answer this next question about. It's just like, and to me it drove me crazy because I'm like, we could edit this tighter. Like this could have been, make that cut. You could have cut
If
that
you had
word.
done it, it would have been 5 minutes.
It would have been 30 seconds. It'd be like, Dad, love you. Yeah, love it. Tight. Edit that. Edit
And
this.
that's
Edit
why
this.
you didn't do it.
Sound effects. We could have done, full 4K resolution, but whatever. I didn't do it. So, but there was one story about my dad that I wanted to share. And I know my brother would have a problem with this because he's shared it publicly before, but I think it was really touching. And I wanted to ask you about it, Mom, actually. So the question was something along the lines of like, what's like a memory you have of dad that like, and you actually, Mom, were just watching it when I opened up the, do you remember what the question was though? And I forget the question that led into it, led into the story.
It was about your favorite memory, and he was saying that
was it memory though? Was that the question? Was it your favorite memory? I can't remember what question led into it, but it was something about like earliest memory. It was earliest memory. That's what it
maybe
was.
that was it.
Yeah. What was
I don't know.
what was one of your earliest memories of Dad?
Yeah.
Well, I was over here talking about going to the arcade with Dad. Like mine was all like, blah, 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 just typical me. And my brother though told a story about when he came out. Now, of course, if you don't know, my brother is gay. And he was talking about how when he had first come out to my parents, that he, and this was back when did Brian come out? Like what year was that, Mom, more or
That would
less?
have been 1998.
Okay. So like it wasn't like it is today, right?
Mm-mm.
And of course, we're living in the South. And I mean, at the time, it felt like, I remember as a kid, it felt like nobody was gay.
Mm.
Like I remember you had, who were those two guys you hung out with?
Pete and Jack.
Who I still thought were two really good roommates at the time.
Uh-huh. They were. Really
Real
good.
good roommates.
Really close.
I think those two might be those gays, but I'm not sure. No one's gonna confirm it to me,
Oh,
though, but
God. Pete
I
loved to harass you. Oh, my God. He had more
yeah,
fun with
man.
you.
I was on to those 2 boys that lived together. There's something fishy about those 2 men that didn't have wives, that dressed very well.
Always together.
Always together, always traveled together. Something fishy about this. So, so yeah, but I remember it feeling like, oh God, like this is so stressful. Like this is like crazy. Like, oh my God, gay brother. Oh my God, what am I gonna do with this? So
Well,
my
you were
brother told
just
us,
in middle school.
yeah, I was young, I was a little guy, right?
You were
Even
8th
though I think
grade.
I've
You
told
were
the
in
story
8th
that
grade.
I told the story though, and again, I swear to God, guys, I have the best intuition in the world. I do. I have the best intuition. I've had the best intuition. I've just never tapped into it, right? Until recently, where I'm really starting to listen to it better. I knew my brother was gay. I just knew it. I knew he was gay. He had a girlfriend, like, and I just knew my brother was gay. I just knew he was gay. I knew my brother was gay. He had a girlfriend. He was like not like super masculine, but he was like, there was no reason to think Brian was gay. There was
Right.
absolutely zero reason to think he was gay. And I
Right.
promise you, I made a bet to my mom. I was like, Brian is going to marry a boy or something like that. Like,
No, you said Brian is gay. I remember we were driving down the street.
yeah, I remember this too.
And I said, "What?" You said, "Yeah." And I said, "No, he's not."
Yeah, you thought I was
And you
crazy.
said, "Yeah, he is." And I said, "No, he's not." And you said, "I'll bet you $10."
Yeah.
And then we both just laughed.
Yeah,
And sure enough,
but I think I said something specific. Like
it's
I
a
bet
few
you he
years
will
later,
marry a
but
boy or something like that. Like I specifically said something about like yeah, like, and I don't know, y'all. Again, my intuition. I don't know. I don't know why. I just know some of these things. But I just knew. Anyway, so Brian told this story about how obviously he told my parents, and he, they took it kind of how they took it, which I'm sure wasn't like the easiest thing in the world to hear, even though it wasn't taken badly from the way he described it. But it was, I mean, how was it taken?
well, it was shocking because, like you said, we didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd been dating, Caroline for all through high school, really.
Right.
And so we just never thought that he might be gay.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew though, but I
But
knew.
you knew.
Oh, but I knew. So he was telling a story about how my dad had come home one day, and uh, my dad asked him like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And my brother could have lied and said he was going to do something else, but he decided he was going to be honest. And he was like, "Well, I'm going on a date with this guy that he was dating at the time." And my dad kind of paused for a second, and you know, not quite sure. That's the first time that like he had said something like that to my dad. Right now, imagine how that had to feel. But
Mm.
my brother chose to be honest and be himself in that moment, right? And I mean, I'm not sure how that has to feel as a dad for the first time to hear that like your son is going on a date with a guy, especially back in the 90s. I mean, I don't know if it's different now or not, but I don't know, especially back then when you don't know anybody else that with a gay son or whatever. And my dad apparently paused, and he pulled out his wallet, and he gave him $20, and he said, "Well, have a good time, son."
Mhm.
And my
Hmm.
brother said, like, in that moment,
Hmm.
he knew that, like, even though my dad didn't quite understand it at that point, that he supported him.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get emotional over that.
Me too.
And that's, like, so sweet to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's so sweet that, like, even when he didn't fully get it yet. Nowadays, it's a complete non-issue. Like, my brother's husband lives with my parents most of the time. But I think that the fact that, like, my dad, even without quite being able to, like, digest it yet. Just wanted to support his son.
Yeah. And wanting good things for him. Always.
Do you remember that time, Mom? Like,
I
how all
did
that
not know
felt?
that I did not know that story. I did not know that story until I heard it on the video. But, yeah, I mean, it was a little harder for Jim than me because, I'd had a lot of gay friends.
You were like, "Yay!"
I'm like, "Woohoo, okay."
I mean, were
Um,
you? I mean, how did you feel originally? Like, how was it?
well, it like I said, it was so shocking because we never saw him that way, right? Not that he looked any different or was any different, that's who he was. But that was not who he was to us, right?
Yeah.
So we had to just get our own crap out of the way. I think I've told you the story, we went to talk to my therapist first before we even had that conversation with Brian because we wanted to support him and to know that we accepted him for who he is and we want him to be who he is and our love for him will never change and we'll support him in anything that he needs to do to be himself.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a struggle, but it was more of a struggle for Jim, probably because, he's a man.
Yeah.
Um, we just feel differently about it. Um, but yeah, he was always, no, your dad was great about it. He really was. He was great about it.
Well, I think back then it was just it had to be so jarring, because it was still so I
Well,
don't know
like
how
you said, we didn't know anyone
no.
who had gay children,
Yeah.
you know? I had gay friends, but none of them had children.
Yeah. But none of them
Um,
had parents.
yeah, they had parents, but I didn't know their parents, you know?
No,
Um,
they just came out gay from the stork, so none of their
right,
parents ever had to worry
exactly.
about
They just
it.
got dropped. Um, so so yeah, I mean, it was challenging. I mean, but God love him. It was as challenging as it was for us, it had to be 100 times more challenging for Brian,
Well, yeah.
you know, because he lived an all-American boy life. I mean, he was
Yeah.
really big in scouting and, that
He was. I mean, Brian was the straightest one of all of us.
yeah, he truly was. He truly was the all-American boy.
We're playing stereotypes, man. I mean, Brian, I should have been the gay son.
Yeah. Well, I remember that story when I told Joel,
Yeah.
our
That's our
priest,
our
my dear
pastor, yeah.
friend, I told him that Brian was gay and he had a hearing problem, and he said, "What did you say?" And I said, "Brian's gay." And he said, "Oh, well, I would have thought that was Stephen."
Yeah, me too. I mean, stereotypically, I
I
mean, there's
said,
definitely some
"No, I don't think so."
yeah. Not yet. Still
Not
time.
yet. Don't know for
Still
sure, but
time.
don't think so.
Yeah. Still time. There's still time, people. There's
Yeah,
still time. We don't know yet.
it's true.
Um, yeah, I just, that story really touched me in a lot of different ways when I heard that this weekend. And I heard it before, but it just hearing Brian tell it again this week for two ways. One, you know, um, we give Jimmy Mack a hard time,
Mm,
but he really does have such a soft side to him. And I think that I think dads in general, we don't give I think dads enough credit for their soft side.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, he's got such a good heart.
yeah, I mean he can be Jimmy Mack. But
He is Jimmy Mack all day long.
yeah, but I mean there's definitely these moments that we don't really get a lot to like shine on those kind of
Uh-huh.
things. And but too with it being Pride month, I don't know how it feels nowadays. Um I don't know what the experience is nowadays.
Mhm,
Back then it was really hard. I don't
mhm.
I don't think it's easy nowadays,
No.
by any means. I think it still takes a lot of bravery and a lot of courageousness. I don't
Mhm.
think by no means do I think the battle is
Courage.
over. I
No,
don't think,
no.
we've still
Sadly,
heard
no.
stories, within our own sphere recently of just,
Mhm.
having to be brave and courageous and
Mhm.
to speak your truth. And I hate
Yes.
that, we're still having to deal with that kind of stuff.
Me
I
too.
think there's still a lot of prejudice when it comes to it. And, um, I kind of want to wrap up today's show with just reminding you that, like, I think the most important thing that you can be in this lifetime is who you are.
Mm. Mm.
And that goes for if you're gay, that goes if you are straight, that goes to if you are a mom, a dad, single,
However you identify.
just whatever. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
truly.
Mhm.
I mean, when we say pride, obviously we're talking about
Mhm. Gay pride.
gay pride.
Uh-huh.
But, like, what if we expand that just for a second? I'm not trying to take away a pride from Pride Month. Oh my God, no. Okay.
Watch out.
But selfishly, you also know that pride is proud is the word of the year for me.
Mhm.
And I really hope that you're proud of the life that you're living. And maybe this is a good half year reminder for all of us
Mhm.
that if you're not, what are you doing?
Mhm.
It's a
Be you.
good half year check in of being like, all right, well, we're half the way down with this year, man. This is it. 50% of the way down. Can't go back. You got 6 months in on this one. We're done. Done behind us. How'd you do? Are you proud of what you did this first half of this year? Were you authentic to yourself? Were you true to yourself? Were you real to yourself? Did you do the things where you like if you look back at your behavior and your life and your words, your choices, do you think you did the absolute best that you could do with these first 6 months? If the answer is yes, congratulations. You made it through the first half. And if not, it's all good. We still got 6 more months ahead of us. So now would be a good reminder to get it done because there's still some time in this year. All right. We had to ask my mom. We'll push it to Thursday and actually it was because first off, it's heavy. Second off, we're running out of time for today. We love all of our Mama's Boy Live people. Thank you guys for hopping on today. Love you so much. We will see everybody hopefully on Thursday. Don't forget to become a certified fan, and hopefully we can see you over there. If not, we'll be back here on Tuesday. To all of our boy leavers, thank you for your extra support for this show. I hope that I told you guys I was going to have a surprise for you, and I lied. That's it.
Huh?
And I'm not proud of that.
No.
So I just want you to know I'm not proud of that. I could be better at that. I could have been better.
You
This
should
weekend
have
got a
written
little
it
bit.
on your calendar. You
It
would
makes
have
you feel
had
any
it.
better. Oh my God, I felt so stupid. I responded to an email from December this weekend. From December.
Well, I responded to an email from 2023 today.
Wow. Okay, why? What is that about? Or should we hear that on Mom or Mama's Boy? Was it crazy?
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Thank you to all of our boy leavers. Sue W, thank you. What's up, Lucino? Thank you guys so much. Lisa H, thank you. Kayla S, thank you so much. Karen W, thank you. Megan D, thank you. Tina U, thank you. Letty S, thank you. Julia M, thank you. Michelle K, thank you. Angela P, thank you. Tabitha W, thank you. Candy Z, thank you. Marcy, it's good to see you today. Abby just had a birthday. Thank you, Abby. What's up, Eileen? Thank you. Rachel Rose, thank you. What's up, Donald? Thank you so much. I almost called you by your full name. I was like, why? I'm like, I must call Queen Pam by her real name. And I'm like, that's not. Something felt very wrong about that.
No.
Aaron D, thank you. Alexander T, thank you. And did we say Deb? We did, didn't we? No, we didn't. Deb,
I don't think
thank
so, no.
you. Thank you so much. Julie B, thank you. Carly, thank you. Carissa, thank you. And there we go. That's our boy Liebers. Love these people. Mom, get us out of here. We'll see everybody on Tuesday, if not Thursday, all right?
Okay. Happy Pride. Be proud of who you are. Have a great week. Love you forever.